Good morning, and welcome to yet another episode of Answers with Regina. This is your host, Regina, and I'm very excited for all of you who have joined us today. I'm joined with my co host, Rumbidzai. She will be helping to bring your questions to life and to also, share and give and help with recommendations on how to navigate some of the difficult situations that you're facing. So if you're out there and you are having a difficult time or you've got a challenge that you're trying to navigate, do not hesitate to reach out to us. You can send us a voice note on 0779 888 375. 0779 All right, so we'll start with our first issue of the day.
All right. This one says, I'm currently dating this person who said he is divorced, but the claimed divorced wife likes his pictures on Facebook, every picture, and recently the man commented on her picture. And when I asked, he gets so emotional, and I am now at the age whereby I feel I am the one begging. He is even defensive. He only introduced me to his biological brother, and his biological brother says he is not married, but his actions are hurting me so much. I am feeling drained.
All right, so let's just go over that one more time. She says claimed divorce.
Yes.
So she doesn't know for certain whether they're actually divorced or not.
Yes.
That's number one. Number two, what are her
The
concerns?
divorced wife always likes the pictures.
Okay, likes
Yes, on
on
Facebook.
Facebook. All right.
Then the husband commented pictures of the divorced wife. Yes.
Okay.
So Heidi she's feeling like she is the one who is she's being
She's
Yes.
suspicious. She doesn't
Yes.
think that they are divorced, isn't it?
yes.
Maybe.
And she also said when she asked about it, the men become more defensive. But she also said she had been introduced to one of the biological brothers.
Of the brother.
Yes.
All right, so I think from what's already on the ground, the questions that I have is number one, are they still staying together? Maybe. But since they're liking each other's pictures on Facebook, I'm not so sure. But are they still staying together? Because sometimes it's very difficult to tell whether someone is divorced or not if they're still staying with the person. But if they're separated,
I think they are separated.
all right, so if they are separated and she says claimed divorce, does that mean that there are certain activities that could be there that she's not aware of that makes her think that they might not be divorced? Or is the formality of the divorce, are there really papers, or maybe it's just separation? I don't know.
I think the suspicion is, you say, you know how men they say I'm divorced, I'm having challenges with my wife, and they are separated, they are not living together. But the next thing, you are liking the social media posts.
And you're commenting.
You are commenting. Obviously, you'll be confused. You'll be suspicious. That are they still together? When we say they are separated, how come you still like
The pictures.
Yes.
And I'm not so sure where are we concerned with, because if someone is liking someone's picture, so what do we want? Do we want that? We want to make sure that everyone who is divorced, if I'm getting into a relationship with someone who is divorced, they don't have a good relationship with their ex.
Yeah, because why?
They shouldn't
Why
like
should
their
you?
pictures.
Yes. Why should you comment on your ex picture?
And okay, fine. What type of comment could it be?
Even a hi is not, for me it's not acceptable.
Looking good.
What?
He's just appreciating
I don't know. So I'm just putting myself in Heidi's shoes. You're loving someone. You're knowing him, and things
this is
are
an ex.
yes, and the ex always likes the pictures on Facebook. So I think it's a cause of concern.
Okay. So maybe we can, first of all, at least we can say the ex does not have your boyfriend. It's boyfriend, right? They're in a relationship, they're not married. Your boyfriend does not have control over what this other person does, like the other ex. Right? So for that one, I think we can give him, we can we can let him off. If you are someone's ex, and then you go and like their pictures, should I freak out because that ex, I'm in a relationship with that person? Why are you liking the ex's pictures? I mean, and why should this person have to bear the consequences or even any suspicion from the ex liking their picture? You understand what I'm saying? But now maybe what we can focus on is, okay, the comments that this person who she's in a relationship is leaving, because he cannot control the comments from the ex or the likes from the ex, right?
But this person,
Or she wants him to block.
I don't know. No,
That's the only way to solve that. So that she doesn't have to comment.
From your view, it's okay that you don't have control over someone's likes.
But he can block the ex.
Yes.
So that the ex doesn't like the pictures.
On that one, I don't know. It now depends on the level of maturity.
If we're really being like,
But my concern that I want you to tackle is, then this man commented, yes, the picture of the ex.
Okay, so to be honest with you, Heidi, this is what I think. I think it's important to focus on your relationship. What is the nature of your relationship other than this? Is this the only problem that you actually have in your relationship? And I think if this is the only problem that you have in your relationship, you actually have a very good relationship, you know. But let's start with the first issue. If you are not sure whether the person is divorced or not, try to communicate with your partner. Ask them to show you the divorce papers, because divorce is not something that you just say, oh, I'm divorced and there's no evidence. There should be evidence. And if you really are serious about this relationship and it is a concern for you, ask for the evidence. Hi, babes, I'm a bit insecure about this issue, or I'd like to know what's happening or what happened. I just want to be sure that I am not in a relationship that I would not want to be a part of, especially if you're still married. And get that evidence. Right? If you cannot get that evidence from him, divorce is a public thing. We have records. So find out, do some consultations to see if you can be able to get an actual record of that, you know, whether the marriage has been cancelled or not, because that information could be available for you and you could also utilize that. But what I say is, if you're going to go to those lengths to then get someone else to look for that information for you, I think already we have a serious problem within the relationship, which is communication issues, which is the fact that he does not he does not honor your own inquisitiveness, your own insecurities, your own concerns in terms of just this issue. So number one, get the facts on the divorce. Get the facts. Do what it takes to get the facts so that you are clear whether these people are actually divorced or not. Right? And then from there now, what we know is if there's paperwork that says these people are no longer together, then at least that part is solved. Now, are they still connected? Maybe that's your concern, and your concern is also coming from a place like what Rumbi you were saying, where you're investing in this relationship, and then yet only to find out that these people then maybe at some point reconcile, and that could be a concern. I think that's a relevant concern, right? So with regards to that, my suggestion would be to ensure that you make it clear in terms of your concerns. I'm concerned about this, I'm concerned about that. And if your partner really takes things seriously, and he takes you seriously, and he really wants this to work, because there is absolutely no reason why communications should continue with the ex, especially if there are no children, there's absolutely nothing that connects them together, then there shouldn't be any need for further communication, right? So make your concerns very clear. And talk about, when you make your concerns, we don't tell someone what to do, because we're two adults, isn't it? Why should I tell you what to do? Right? But what we do is we make our concerns known. Then we talk about what our expectations are, not what they should do. Stop, don't do this, don't. You're talking to an adult. And that can seem like you're talking to a child. And I feel like that's breaking a boundary when you now tell people what to do in a relationship. But you can make your expectations known. You know, see, normally this is my expectation from a relationship. I expect total exclusivity, and I also expect concern, where I'm feeling a little bit insecure that you would take action to protect me, or to at least, honor some of the concerns that I have. And I would love to suggest maybe and find out first what they will do about it, because sometimes you might start suggesting things when they've actually got a better solution, so find out. So I don't know how you'd want to address some of these concerns from your end. Is it something that you can consider? And they can tell you, okay, fine, I'll block my ex, hopefully, maybe, if that's what we want. Or, okay, fine, I'll minimize communication. This is my commitment to you. And then maybe they can make a commitment. But I just want to say this as well. We might not be able to get positive feedback from this. And if we're not able to get positive feedback in terms of what we are expecting, and they say, what's up? It's just a comment. I just said nice dress. What's wrong with that? Some people can say that. I think you now need to evaluate your own priorities, some of the things that you value the most. If this is something that is really important for you, and if communication with the ex is a major concern for you, then you need to lay out exactly, you can even do an ultimatum if it matters to you that much. But if it's a good relationship and things are well in your relationship, and it's a relationship where you don't have cause for concern that you might not like this, but you are certain that he's okay, he's a faithful person, he will never do stuff to you, then you can bank on his character, the trust that you've established, the person that he is, and let this go if it's possible. Because it's just a like on Facebook. I mean, is it a deal breaker, Rumbi? Is it a deal breaker?
Not really. Also, maybe let's just talk about her being introduced to the brother. Mm-hmm. What does that mean in a relationship?
Let's not even talk about that. From my own perspective, to be honest with you, yeah, of course, if you're not introduced to any member of the family, that's a cause for concern. But I don't think if you're introduced to any relative, that makes your relationship special, or it makes it any better. Let's assess relationships from a relationship perspective. What is happening between you and me, right? Not necessarily, does it introduce, because let me tell you, there are people out there who know exactly that they can they can bank on those moves to get things from you, to get access to you.
To
Because
say,
they
I've
are,
introduced you to my
yes,
brother.
watomukadzi wangu.
And maybe
Before you know it,
the brother knows you.
the brother knows everything. The brother knows everything that is going on, and the brother will never tell you that this person is still married. No. How? Okay, yeah, if we've got some principled brothers, they could do that. But brothers who are in on the game, they will, yeah. So it shouldn't give you, okay, fine, yes, if you get peace from that, that's okay. But I say it shouldn't give you security that someone else who's external from the relationship is giving you that assurance. No, get your facts right. Find out if he's divorced or not, and from your person, right? And try to establish the health of the relationship from your own interactions, your communication, the level of respect that you're getting from the relationship, the love, the communication. You know, the prioritization. Does he prioritize you? Is this also, is this close to what you expect from a relationship? And make that assessment. But continue to work on yourself, continue to invest in yourself, continue to have joy just being alone, so that if anything, you see, with relationships, we should be able to just enjoy relationships and trust that the other person is honoring the relationship. But we should also continue to cultivate a relationship with ourselves, because when that is really healthy, we know that if this doesn't work out, we'll still be okay, because you have a good relationship with yourself. You have a good relationship with being alone. When you're alone, you are good company for yourself, because sometimes we try to make things work because we know that we'll be miserable without the next person, because we are not good company for ourselves. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so we'll take a short break, then we'll be back after this break. Over to you, Rumbi, for our next issue.
All right. This one I'm going to read again. I'm fearing for my life for a while. For a while, a soldier is threatening to come to my house and beat me because he is having an affair with my wife. He sent me a message some time ago, and I'm living in fear of that for a long time. And he is saying nothing can stop him. I have the message, his number, his name, but I am living in fear of when he is going to attack me.
I think that's a very sad situation, and thank you so much for sharing your issue with us, because that can be really, it can be something that it can cause you a lot of anxiety, especially when you don't know what's going to happen next. But I also have a few questions for you, Heidi. Does this person, do you know for certain that this person is actually having an affair with your wife? And what is your position regarding this issue? Because this is where this is the connection between you and this person, isn't it? You are connected with this person because you say from your message, he is having an affair with your wife. Right. And so what is your position with regards to this affair? Is it something that you have forgiven your wife and you are just a part of and witnessing? Or, there is a position that you've taken where it was an affair that ended, and maybe this person wants the affair to continue, but you're forgiving your wife, and your wife doesn't want to be a part of it. I think that would be very helpful in terms of how to navigate this issue, because number one, if it's an affair that you've recognized, and if one of the stands is to separate yourself from your wife because of this affair, I don't know. But if that's the stand, then you need to protect yourself and the kids, if you've got any kids. Because if this person is after your wife and you have already decided that you no longer want to be a part of this, I think it's important to then just be safe, because this person is looking for your wife. I mean, your wife made a decision to get into this relationship with this person. And so if your life is at risk and the life of your kids, because if this person is saying they're going to come to your home, that means your children are also at risk. Whoever is at home is at risk, isn't it? Because we don't know what's the extent of the violence that will come out of this. But if this person is after the relationship, they are after your wife, I think the onus also is on your wife to decide what she wants. If she wants to continue having a relationship with this person, I think separate yourself from this chaos, because she had made a decision when she had an affair with this person. She made a conscious decision to get involved with this person, and I don't think your life is worth risking trying to involve yourself in this situation. Rumbi, am I missing something here?
Oh, okay. Let me say it in vernacular.
Am I missing something?
Let me say it in vernacular, maybe. From what I got, vanhu munhu ari kudanana nemukadzi wake, handiti ka? But iye haasi kuda ari kuda kuyozorova murume uyu, handiti ka?
Why?
There are some people vanoda ngozviratidza kuti you are nothing, even ndakutorera mukadzi, but ndoda ngokuwachisa sort of.
But the affair and the relationship with the wife is ongoing.
Yes, because the message says he is having an affair with my wife, meaning to say
it's a continuous affair.
Yes, what should do danana nemukadzi wani.
Like what are we doing in this
so I panduda kuti nditaure is the point where you said just leave. And live.
Like
yes.
These are people who are in a relationship.
So let me tell you what's happening around the streets.
Okay, all right.
maybe to be more clear. Vanhu vanenge anotodanana nemukadzi, anotodanana nemwe murume, but iye achitoziva kuti ari married to another person.
murume achitoziva kuti mukadzi ari kutodana nemumwe murume, and it's an ongoing affair.
Unenge uchiti aubatwe, like there will be, yes, apa kungoti vaita se vazobatwa. But you're saying you said leave it, and
not necessarily leave.
Yes,
but first of all he needs to establish what he wants from this situation.
Yes.
If he wants his life, I mean, you have to take precaution, because this person is after the wife, isn't it? And so if it's a situation where you're saying, aiwa mukadzi wangu siyana nemukadzi wangu, to that soldier, and yet this person has an ongoing relationship with your wife, I mean, that's conflict. So if you are fearing for your life, and number one, your value is the life, your life, and it number one, so first of all, decide what is it that you want. Your life, your wife, what, right? I mean,
all right.
Of course, he needs to prioritize first. And both, whatever the situation, but he has to be clear, because that determines the type of battle that he needs to have. Because we're not going to square out but yet relationship wagara, you're no longer interested in this relationship because this person
is cheating on you.
Yeah, so you need to take action to protect yourself. What's left, because the wife is no longer available, isn't it? Especially if the wife, because apana kutorwanze mukadzi uyo ada kumisa zvinhu here nemsojo. It's not really clear. But if the wife wants to continue with the relationship with the soldier, but iwo urikuda kurwisana nemsoja kuti siyana nemukadzi wangu, ayewoka musoja anotoyo achinotomuda mukadzi, maybe I'm just thinking that could be the case, kuti musoja arotoda mukadzi iwo rudo mukadzi, but you are fearing
but
for
the
your
wife might be wanting
musoja
no, the real husband wake musoja, they want to play.
So she wants both.
Yes.
But so that means you need to just decide what is it that you want for your life, because your wife has made a decision for herself. Both in but what about you? What is your position with regards to this issue? Because that is what determines the fight, what you need to fight. Because if you want your life, but you don't want the wife because of what she did, then protect your life, right? Run with your life. Then also utilize the institutions that already exist. Go and file a report. Just put it on record that there's something like this that's happening. You can even get a restraining order against this person. You can get a restraining order. Proper. You go to the police, you file a report. You don't tell them that's what you're doing, because but you go under the radar, you tell the police this is what's been happening, and then you do a restraining order. Then that person is notified in terms of the restraining order. Like those are the measures that you can take to protect your life, even if you choose to be with the wife or not. But I just want to say this, that some battles are not necessary. First of all, you need to establish what is it that you want. Then after you determine what you want, if you want to fight for your wife, be clear. Because it's number one. Right? So you know exactly what's coming. Anytime you take precaution. Pamba Pakamira say, where do you stay? You take precaution, right? Martial arts, self-defense, whatever. Because now you're preparing to protect what you have. If you're going to move, because he said he knows where they stay. Right? If your wife has made a decision that she no longer wants to be a part of this, you sit down as a couple and you say, what do we do to protect our relationship and to protect our lives? Then chinyararire munhu anofana kuzongosvika pamba pasina kana chinhu. Motora zvinhu pakati peusiku 2 o'clock, motsvaga imba, momove. And you go, you relocate. Kana muri kudisconnecta mafoni, kana muri kudii, you take precaution. Kana mamuchigara kwa mamuchigara makutochinja saba muenda the others kure ni kwa mukugara, you know. And I don't know, you know, but take precaution. But first of all, you need to prioritize what is it that's important. It's our life and our marriage. And then you also need to be willing to forgive your wife as well, to work on the marriage, to repair, to heal from the infidelity as well, if that's your position. Right? So I think, first of all, what is it that you want? Number one. Then you take the necessary action. So I gave three options. Number one, you want to forgive the wife, right? And you want to work on the marriage. That means you get out of that situation and you take precautions. You sit down together and you take precautions for your safety. You go and report. You file a restraining order to protect yourself, your family, your kids. And depending with where you work, you want to think about that. Is it still safe to be there? And is it a safe environment where you can go to work and go home without, provoking someone, right? And then number two, if you decide that your wife has made a decision to be with this person and you no longer want to be a part of this, you no longer want to be a part of the affair, you no longer want to be a part of this shenanigan, you want to hand over the soldier's person to the soldier, right? You do that and you separate yourself from that situation so that you also preserve what matters. So depending with what you prioritize your life, you move with the kids, yourself and the kids, because the kids may not be safe in that environment, especially if they've got a violent person like that. If there's a violent person like that, and you also file for a restraining order yourself, wherever you're going, because remember, there are threats on your life. So you formalize the process, then you move away and you protect yourself. Then, what was the third option? Was there a third option? All right. So those are the two options. So first of all, just think about what you want. Sometimes, the third scenario could be you want to fight for your wife, but your wife has already chosen to be with this person. I think for me, this is the situation where I was recommending that if your life is important, now you need to just check which one is important, your wife or your life. And also considering that she has chosen him, I don't think it's a fight worth fighting. Yeah. So that's all from my end, Rumbi. You can add on. Do you want to
I know. I just want also
from Chirukit streets.
I know. just a wild thought, Shai. But how can you threaten someone yet you are the one?
Imagine.
Wamutorera mukadzi wake. You see, not from a perspective yekujaja zvangu, but just thinking.
Yeah, that's why I then thought that maybe the wife no longer wants to be connected with this person, and maybe this soldier is also fighting for the lady. Maybe, I don't know. Or this person was also provoking this soldier. Hey, sometimes we also trigger these things, and then
and also that threats might be just threats to quieten you. Because the writer also said it has been a while. So, do you know, there are some times when just maybe the other person you are fighting with just kind of threaten you. Just to
an empty threat. But we don't know. And then
yes, just you need also just to be very careful and do the measures that you have expressed.
And just because this has been an affair, I think it's important to take measures to just protect yourself and your mental health, because it might look like the only threat against your life is this soldier, but I can tell you that the stress from just finding out about the affair, the betrayal, it can also take a toll on your health and ultimately your life. Because a lot of people, they get stressed, stroke, when they get into these situations, because it can be really painful to experience such pain, especially from your wife. So I would say, if you involved in a church, if you go to church, just see if there is someone who is trusted, who is mature enough, who you can sit down with to share the challenges that you are facing within your marriage. And if that facility is not available, get a registered counselor to just sit down with that person so that you share exactly what you're going through, because it might look like this is the only problem you have, like this soldier, but already the betrayal, the infidelity, that stuff can eat you up to a point where you now have high blood pressure, you're not taking medication, stroke, anxiety, depression, all those things. You are now vulnerable. So take time to protect yourself from any of those issues so that you are able to preserve your life entirely, not just from this person that you are concerned about. Yeah, that's all from us. We'll take a short break. No, we'll get into our next issue, then we'll take a short break.
All right. This one reads, I'm having challenges with my wife after we broke up. We still need to build up, but it's not coming out.
And I think we need counseling. Yes, indeed, you are right. I think your intuition is very right. Counseling is needed, especially if you were having challenges and you broke up. Why is that so? Normally, when we break up, whatever happened, whether it was infidelity, whether it was just misalignment because of certain issues that caused you to break up, might actually have broken up your marriage as you know it. Right? So when we reconcile and we try to come together, what we are trying to do is we're trying to build that marriage that we had before, maybe, the good parts, or when the marriage was actually okay. But guess what? That marriage no longer exists because there was that thing that caused you to disconnect, right? So what we are trying to do right now is to build something totally different. And sometimes we get back together, but we are not clear about our expectations in terms of what we want out of this. Then we come back together. But there is no clear vision in terms of what is it that we're going to do now? What is it that we're going to do differently? And what is it that we actually want to build? So it's important, like what you said, counseling is important because that is the place where you go and someone can help you to create that new picture, because the first marriage was broken up. So picture this as a picture that you already had. That picture breaks up into pieces. And when we try to join those pieces, think of them as glass pieces. Sometimes it's very difficult to put them together or to just put back the picture that was already there. What we now need to do is to envision something new so that we create something new. We don't create from the pieces, but we actually lay out the new pieces that we want. How is our spiritual life going to be? How is our financial life going to be? How is our own love? How are we going to be communicating love this time? How are we going to nurture our love so that we don't repeat what happened previously? And it's important to be clear about what happened previously so that we also, as we are creating this new marriage 2.0, we are creating a picture of what that's going to look like. Because when we just say that plan, no one knows. It's just a continuation of the previously broken marriage. And what we might be doing is repeating patterns. So we need to take deliberate actions to realign, paint what is your expectation. Because when we are talking about coming together, people have different expectations. Maybe this person, I'm expecting you to do well in this area or to change this and that and that. And then I say, no, but it's not clear, like, what are you going to change? Uchagadzirisa chi? Kunyedze my girlfriends, ndakatosota. what have you sorted? We want to know, like, what is going to change. Are you going to be coming back home on time? Are you going to be picking up my call so that I'm not suspicious of you? Are you going to be sitting down with me to plan a budget? Kuti zokuti tokumbira basa mari makuseni tokumbira mari chingwa tokumbira mari nyama, because those could be things that could lead to a breakup. We need to be clear exactly about our expectations and what is going to happen going forward. That way we can build something that is sustainable. That way we know exactly what we are building. Hapana building inovakwa pasina plan, isn't it? Inotoya yoputswa andizveri. Inogona ngoya yoputswa. So you want to build, first of all, itai plan, then toisa foundation, a very strong foundation. Then we start to build our beautiful marriage together. So there's hope, and we're going to link you up with an opportunity for counseling, so that you can start walking in this journey with your wife. All right, so that's all from us until we're going to take a short break, then we'll come back again. We still have some issues, right? of our caller. So that's all from us, from Answers. Thank you so much for joining us. And remember, if you're out there and you're not having a pleasant experience of life because of any issues, it could be heartbreak, it could be because you're not well, it could be because of work issues, stress, depression, anxiety, anything, relationship issues, anything that you're going through, feel free to give us a call when we go live every Friday at 10 o'clock. So send us your issue first, then we'll schedule you for that live call. Thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye.